Folks, Joe DeRosa here. I got some live dates coming up I'd like to tell you about. Why not? I'm doing a special show on November 9th at the KGB Bar in New York City as part of the New York Comedy Festival. The show's called Selected Readings, where I'm going to be reading excerpts from my audiobook, The Penthouse Papers, released on a Special Thing Records. And I'm also going to be reading some other stuff I've had published over the years. I'm looking forward to that. Then I'm hitting the big open road, getting out of my own town where I live, and I'm coming to you with what? I Never Promised You a Rose Garden, live, the new hour. Very proud of this show. November 11th, hitting Philadelphia, PA, Theater of the Living Arts. November 17th, Pittsburgh, PA, at Bottle Rocket Social Hall. November 18th, Buffalo, New York, Theater at Seneca 1. The 30th of November, Denver, Colorado at the Summit. December 1st, Phoenix, Arizona at the Crescent Ballroom. And December 3rd, Salt Lake City, Utah at the Soundwell. Folks, we're adding dates all the time, but for these dates and ones we might add later, you can go to joederosa.com for ticket links and show information. And of course, if you are in New York City and you want to check out my establishment, Joey Rose's, come on down. We're open 7 days a week, 11:30 a.m. Every day we open those doors for affordable booze and delicious affordable sandwiches. JoeyRosesNYC.com.
What's up, guys? Real quick, tour dates are on sale right now at salvulcanocomedy.com. There's tons of cities up there. Tomorrow night, if you're watching this right now on Hey Babe, tomorrow night I am in Bowling Green, Kentucky on Friday, Cincinnati on Saturday, and Toledo on Sunday. There's still some tickets available, so get those. Following that, we're going to be in Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania, and Wilmington, Delaware. Then we're doing Macon, Savannah, and Athens, Georgia, and so on and so forth. There's a big Illinois run in November leading up to my comedy special at the Vic in Chicago on December 1st and 2nd. The second sold out, as you guys I hopefully know, and so we added 2 shows on the first. All will be taped, and all, if you have a ticket to any of those shows, you'll be eligible to win a flight, hotel, and trip to the set of Impractical Jokers. I'm choosing 1 ticket out of those 4 shows. December 1st is still on.
Taste buds. They coming to the mic, talking about the food they hate, talking about the food they like. 2 fools gonna fight, but only 1 food can be right. Taste buds, man, yeah, they coming to them.
Hey, Taste Buddies, welcome to TASTE Buds. We got a special guest in the house. How you doing, my friend?
I'm great.
Rob
How are you?
Iler is here. You were recently a guest on Hey Babe as well.
Yes, sir.
You were in town. We were so happy you took the time to. It was a travesty, the last pod we were on, because we started a pod and there was a mix-up on the timing, and then he came in once we started. Then the pod was amazing, super funny, but then they started doing major construction right outside this wall, and we had to do it through the construction. But look, I think that now things have changed now.
It's a bad day today.
Yeah. No, I think this is good now. Now we're on time.
Now we're on time.
Yeah, and there's no more.
I feel like I'm on track for the first time right now today. I've had quite a morning at my home.
You've had quite a morning. Describe your morning to us, please.
It was all stuff in dealing with the purchase of something, and it's been a absolute upside down nightmare. And you know, there you go. That's where we're at.
You still deal. Why do you say the purchase of something instead of saying what it is? Sorry, I'm just adjusting.
I don't know. This is good. This is good for him.
He misses the noise from the construction. He's mixing it up a little.
All right, so
I said it on. I'm buying a house, and it has been a whirlwind roller coaster. I don't want to get into the details.
Yeah,
but,
I don't think any. Yeah,
you don't want to think anybody what?
I don't know. I don't know where you're going with it. I don't know if it's like. If it's minutia that you want to get into, or top line,
I don't want to get into any of it
at all. Yeah.
It's just
buying a house is the worst thing.
Yeah,
I mean, God bless you that you're in a position to do it. It's a good problem to have. But anytime I've ever purchased a property, which is only twice,
okay,
and first time in 2015, and
you did
now
great with this place. I got to tell you,
it's a nice building.
It was nightmarish. You ever buy a property or buy a home or anything?
I'm a New Yorker. I lived in 1-bedroom apartments my whole fucking life. You know?
Yep.
I've had 2 bedrooms or 1 bedrooms. Always renting.
Yep.
Yeah, I got
through and through.
I've never owned a car.
Wow.
Nothing. I'm 38 now.
God bless, man. I
like
started
that.
to panic with the apparent crumbling of society that I should buy some property.
Yeah,
Uh,
I got a sword with that, you know, but like I couldn't go full house. But yeah, I definitely got
Yeah.
I got stuff to like tase people, different
Yeah.
kind of tasers. You know,
I told, yeah.
I love that you. I
so
love
funny.
that this shit hit the fan. You bought a house and he bought a sword.
yeah, and my friends are like, "Yo, what's a sword gonna do?" I'm like, "Well, if you see two people come in and one has a sword, you're gonna go at they're gonna go with the other one. You know,
Yeah.
like, so it buys me some time."
Also, I would take a sword over, like even for home protection, I would take a sword over a bat. I've seen people absorb a bat swing. You know, they can get it and they hold it and yank
You're
it.
in trouble.
But with a sword,
It's like Hand That Rocks the Cradle. Remember that movie when
yeah.
he's holding the baby?
Oh my
and
God! Wow, that was like it was Rebecca De Mornay. Hand That Rocks the Cradle, right?
Yeah, De
That
Mornay.
was
was,
that
yeah.
was
That was a sick movie.
Yeah, that
One of
was
the great Seinfeld references.
Oh yeah,
When the
De
lady,
Mornay, yeah.
I'm Rebecca De Mornay.
Yeah.
So funny. Yeah, I said I have another podcast called "We'll See You in Hell," and Pat Walsh I co-host it with him, and he's one of my best friends. And I said we were talking the other day about all this stuff, and I said to him, I go, dude, I'm about 3 days away from answering my front door with a rifle, like
Yeah.
like I'm in the stand. You know?
Yeah.
Who is it? What do you want? Like,
Yeah.
I'm like, shit is so crazy.
Younger, it used to be like, oh, those are crazy people. Now, when I see someone like, you know, when there was all those like riots, everything, people are standing outside their house with guns. I'm like, good for them. What do you mean? Those are like, yeah, of course. Like,
He
they're gonna
suggested I get a rocking chair and lie it across my lap.
yeah, the shotgun.
I think you may be dealing with something else there.
Yeah, man. It's anyway. It's been a hell of a morning for me. It's been a hell of a morning for you. It's been a hell of a morning for you. You got
Everybody.
here. What, 4 hours or too early?
I got here.
Had to do another podcast.
But I told him, like, I haven't worked in 15 years. I'm great at killing time. Like, I could fucking kill time with the best one. Like, if that was a sport, I'd be the guy. Yeah.
Thank God you could have been anyone else today. Thank God it was you.
Interesting fact about Rob that lit me up in a great way. And I was not on the show I was on nearly to the amount that you were on The Sopranos. But
You mean as a main character?
yes, I
mean,
was not the
even
main
the
character.
comparison, not nearly as much.
I didn't play a little boy on the show I was on. No, but you have never, except for the premieres, seen The Sopranos, and I was on Better Call Saul, and outside of the premieres, I've never seen Better Call Saul. I never saw Breaking Bad.
Yeah.
And I told them that in like the 4th season, and everybody was like, what? And I was like, yeah, I've never watched it, man.
You didn't feel like you needed any backstory would help you?
I don't need any backstory.
prequel.
I was in a
Oh,
prequel.
that's
Oh, okay.
smart. You don't want to throw shit in there. That's actually smart.
That's what I said to them, and they were
Yeah.
like, "All right, well, it's good, it's working, so good job." But you've never. I don't want to talk about me. You've never seen The Sopranos.
Yeah, no. Again, at the premieres, you sit down and they show it
Yeah.
to everyone, and you watch it. But also, you have to remember when the show started, I was 12, 13. Like, I didn't care. You know what I mean? I wasn't like, oh, what is? Like, I wasn't.
I would have
super-
thought the opposite. I would have thought at 12, you get into a TV show on HBO, you're like, I would be like, oh my God, I got to watch this every week.
Well, yeah, no, I was 12, 13. I wanted to like hang, you know, I wanted to like hang with my friends and do like, what's like, you know, what's going on at school and girl. Like, I was just getting into girls,
Right.
like, you know what I mean? I wasn't like, oh, you know, Tony Sirico and Paulie Walnuts. Like,
Rob, before
you know?
that, had you had something anywhere near that caliber whatsoever, or
No,
'cause
so
you
I
started
just
acting
did-
even younger than that, right?
Yeah, so I started when I was 6, and I had just done commercials, and then I did like SNL, like I did like little itty bitty things. I think I did a movie. I did like this weird. So I did this TV show called Ted the Head, where the main character was just a head. Like,
Was that the guy with his? You looked at his conscious, Herman's head.
No, that was Herman's
Okay,
head.
no, yeah, and he was just like on a desk, like at a school, and everybody came in, and like it was fucking wild. It was like some Nickelodeon thing. Oh wow, you knew that?
Yeah, I was a little kid. Yeah, I loved that shit.
Wow, that's like a
Dude.
1 of 1.
Nickelodeon was doing the coolest,
we were
most
kids.
offbeat, artsy shit. The Adventures of Pete and Pete.
Yeah.
Wasn't Clarissa Explains It All was Nickelodeon?
Oh wow, yeah.
You might be.
They were doing the coolest shit.
You might be going ahead of me because I remember you can't. My big thing is you can't do that on
That-
television.
Yeah.
That was like literally like the thing to watch. Like if you didn't see it, like
Yeah.
that was it.
I have searched high and low for a box set of You Can't Do That on Television,
No?
and you can't find it. And the show was
High and low, you say?
high and low,
Okay.
and side to side, front, back, and side to side. The show was extraordinarily controversial. You know, like if you go back, like there's a recurring sketch is the guy that tortures the kid. He is a kid. I think it's the
You
kid's
thinking
name
of
was
Different Strokes when they took him to the bike shop in the
no,
back?
no. A recurring sketch on You Can't Do That on Television was like a Gestapo guy because that guy played the guy.
Yes, like a firing squad
Yeah,
guy. Yes.
but then he had another one where he had a dungeon and he had this kid Kevin, I think his name was, chained to the wall, and that was like the sketch.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's even better. Oh, I remember that dude with the. I remember all this. Now that you're playing it,
Barth. What do you think's
dude.
in the burgers?
I think.
Do you remember
Wow,
the show?
you remember the show well.
Oh, dude, this was.
I mean, getting slimed was like the ultimate dream. I remember the main kid's name was Alistair. Wasn't this? Wasn't it? What's her name? And it's I go down on you in a theater.
Alanis?
Alanis
Yeah, wasn't
started
she on this?
Yeah.
She did, right?
Oh wow! Yeah, I remember the lockers when they would come out of the lockers
Yeah.
to talk to each other.
They called the main chick Moose. Her
Well,
nickname was
but
Moose.
why?
I always thought it was like.
Was she a big gal?
Not really, but I always thought it was kind of like that was kind of the joke, was like, you know, you're a healthy gal, Moose.
Oh, was she healthy?
That's what they say about, you know what I mean? No, I don't think, no. By normal standards, no. I'm saying, though, I think that was the joke.
Dude,
though.
I would love to just smoke some weed and watch this.
Dude,
Bullshit.
that's why I've
Yeah.
searced high and low for the damn box. I can't find it. Yeah, man. So,
Remember Kids Incorporated?
yep.
Do you remember that?
I remember that name, but I don't remember what it was.
Kids Incorporated. KIDS. Kid, you got the.
See, I did too many drugs. I don't remember shit.
I know.
I don't remember anything.
Well, this was.
man.
I mean, this was when we were kids, though.
yeah.
I got a blast from the pet. You're probably
This
too
is
young
it.
for this, right?
This was like This was like the Beatles, bro.
Yeah.
This was the. No, I'm not kidding. And there's famous people in this too that later became solo famous artists. I forget who, but it's someone right there.
Ludacris was
it's
in
like
this.
Debbie Gibson or something.
Genuine.
See, I was like, my shit
Oh, that's
was
Fergie.
like,
That's it. That's who it was.
Wait, that was Fergie.
That was
Oh,
Fergie,
go
bro.
back.
Yes, dude. Yes.
up.
To the
That's
ding,
her. That's
to the
Fergie
ding,
Bird.
to the
Legs
ding, ding,
spread
ding, ding,
even
ding.
then.
Oh wow! That-
Even then.
Well, Fergie's always been a little risque. is what I'm
Risque,
saying. Yeah. That's so funny.
That's crazy.
I
Yeah.
got one for you, Rob. You're probably too young for this. Ready for this? Ready? Turkey TV. Do you remember Turkey TV?
Is that
Dave
in
Coulier
school?
hosted it.
No.
Oh wow!
Oh no, Dave Coulier hosted Out of Control.
Okay.
Remember? He go cut it out.
Well, that's what he did on the Full House.
Baby, that came. He did it first.
that
on
was
Out
his
of
calling
Control.
card
I
already?
think it was from his stand-up.
Okay.
That's how he got the audition, right? He just came in and threw that down.
Here we go. Cut it out. Yeah,
That
Out of
was-
Control.
That's
was
all you
wild.
had to do back in the day
Yeah.
to be a legend.
Yeah.
You do one little thing. Now
Something
you're doing
catches.
87 hours.
I
I
know.
mean, it's crazy.
I know.
man.
Well, speaking of that's full circle, because isn't it popular legend that the going down on you in the theater was about Dave Coulier?
Yeah.
Yes.
Right.
The whole Jagged Little Pill. The whole album.
No.
That's what the rumor was. The whole album was about him.
Pimpe,
There is
the whole album. What
that
did
like
Dave
f***ed her
Coulier?
up.
What did Dave Coulier
I
That's
can
what
add-
I'm
do to
saying.
Alanis Morissette that
had to go down
inspired
on him
art?
in a theater.
Yeah.
I'm going to add another layer of icing to this. Ready?
Yeah.
Big J claims, Big J Okerson, our friend and very funny comedian. I'm getting calls from comics left and right. Santino and then Annie Letterman.
Okay.
I get calls from comics
going
saying
on?
you went batshit.
So listen to this. Big J Okerson,
Yes.
friend of the show, friend in life, claims that he was at Just for Laughs Montreal, the comedy festival, and he was at a party in a hotel suite, and Dave Coulier was there. And he said was talking to Dave Coulier, and he said, "Hey, dude, I gotta ask you, like, is it about is what you ought to know? Is that song actually about you?" And he said, Dave Coulier goes, "Oh, come on, man," and stormed off.
Wow.
Like, got really pissed
I
and
could,
walked away.
So
that's a yes.
You could imagine.
Yeah, wow.
You could imagine that means that's the thing he hears the most every single. Like he can't escape it.
No.
he can't. That's what. Oh, come on in and story. You can't escape it.
But also, you would think he'd come full circle and like came to grips with like, all right, people ask me this. It's like, yo, dude,
Right.
cool down.
I know.
He broke it down on Jim and Sam.
Oh,
he did?
Yeah.
Are we
Oh,
allowed
let's
to?
hear
Are we allowed to?
I think so.
Okay.
It's,
Wait, why, though? 'Cause
Ghostbusters
we don't
or
have
Full
serious-
House or any of this
Right.
stuff, and you're dead.
The clip
you're
is
doing
8
all this
seconds, he
stuff.
just storms
and
out.
then these Alanis Morissette rumors start rearing their ugly head. Are you going like, I don't need this out there right now? Or were you like, yeah, it is what it is?
It was what it was.
Yeah.
You know, we dated, and she was writing all of that Jagged Little Pill stuff during that time, and I never saw this, angry white girl thing that she's, that people have kind of coined her as. I never saw that. She was funny. She was sweet. She was super intelligent, super talented. So I never saw that.
She went down on
but
me in the
when
theater.
people would- that was 95 when Jagged Little Pill came out. And I started, here's the story. I'm driving in Detroit, and I've got my radio on, and I hear the hook for You Ought to Know come on the radio, and I'm like, wow, this is a really cool hook. And then I start hearing the voice. I'm like, wow, this girl can sing. And I had no idea, that this was the record. And
Hey, I gave someone a cross.
and then I was like, I'm listening to the lyrics going, ooh, oh no. Oh, I can't be this guy. And I went to the record store, bought the CD, and I went and I parked on a street and I listened to the whole record, and there was a lot of familiar stuff in there that her and I had talked about, like your shake is like a fish. I'd go, hey, dead fish me, and we'd do this dead fish handshake. And so I started listening to it, and I thought, ooh, I think I may have really hurt this woman. And that was my first thought. And so years later, we reconnected, and she couldn't have been sweeter. And I said,
Guys
what
are
do you
so
want me to say
oblivious.
when people ask me about this relationship?
It's a
And
whole
she said,
album.
"You can
He's
say
like, I
whatever you
think I
want."
might have.
So she was really sweet about it. She was kind. I'll tell you the kind of person she is.
Yeah, she was.
My sister Sharon
Dave, when you
was
asked her about it,
dying
she's like,
with
"I'm
cancer."
banging Ryan Reynolds, Dave. I don't care.
My sister
Say
was
whatever
in
you
Detroit.
want."
She actually drove to Detroit with her guitar and sat with my sister playing songs and singing to my sister in the hospital.
Wow.
That's the kind of human being she is.
Yeah.
So I've never had anything bad to say about her. She's lovely.
What now? When you were in that theater that she references, what movie were you watching?
You know,
Thank you, Jim.
you do that popcorn cup trick one time and it backfires on you.
That's the question everybody wanted to ask.
Did you know this?
What?
The entire Soprano series based on John Stamos. Folks, do you like going to live events, but you don't like getting those tickets way in advance? Well, we're cut from the same cloth, and that's why I like Game Time. I really like Game Time. Their URL, gametime.co. Go check them out there. Here's what they're doing for you. They're taking the worry out of buying tickets for the next big event. It's a fast and easy way to buy all your tickets for whatever event it is, sports, music, comedy, whatever you want to go to, they can help you out. Last minute tickets, flash deals, zone deals. It's easy to find and buy the tickets for every kind of event in your area. They're giving you views from all the seats in the venue so you can see exactly what it's going to look like where you're sitting. And they've got a low price guarantee that says if you find tickets for less money after you purchase in the same row or section as yours, they're going to credit you 110% of the difference. You can't really beat that. This is a pretty carefree, stress-free way to get tickets when you want to buy them, how you want to buy them, and for the best deal possible. So take the guesswork out of buying tickets with Game Time. Download the Game Time app, create an account, use code TasteBuds for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, create an account and redeem the code. What's that code? It's TASTEBUDS for $20 off. Download Game Time today. Last minute tickets, lowest price guaranteed. Folks, I like meat. Better yet, I like a deal on meat. And who's giving me that deal on meat? ButcherBox. ButcherBox. ButcherBox, delivering the great meat at a great price to your front door. How great is that? 100% grass-fed beef, free-range organic chicken, pork, raised, crate-free, and wild-caught seafood. All of it humanely raised, no antibiotics, no added hormones. Right to your doorstep, free shipping always, curated and customized box plans. That means you can go with what they picked out to think goes together for you, or you make your own thing up. You got options here. I just think it's great. I don't think you can beat Butcher Box's prices. I think their prices across the board and their quality across the board is unmatched. My favorite way to go with them, personally, is the seafood and the steak. I find it very hard to find grass-fed beef and quality seafood in a supermarket or even in a market devoted to those types of products that's this affordable and this convenient. I like all of it coming to my house. It cuts out another trip to the store. It comes frozen, very, very beautifully, freshly sealed. You know what I mean? So you throw it in the freezer. It's in there for a minute. You can keep it for a minute. And then when you're ready to eat it, you take it out and you do what you got to do and you make your meal. I love Butcher Box. It's convenient and it's affordable. That's all you can ask for these days. Butcher Box also is going to give you a special deal. Sign up today at butcherbox.com/tastebuds and use promo code tastebuds to get $20 off your first order. That's pretty nice. That's butcherbox.com/tastebuds. And use code TasteBuds to claim that deal.
But you're right. He's like, he's 8 songs in. He's like, I think I heard this girl. Like, it's like, dude, she's like, dudes are just so oblivious. It's amazing.
She went and wrote her masterpiece based off the emotional trauma that he caused her. And he was like, is this about me?
Yeah, like she's in a room pouring her heart out, and he's just like, oh my God, it's so
How many times do you think they got into a heated argument? He's like, hey, come on now, cut it out, cut it out.
They're in an argument. She's going, hold on. She's going, hold on. What are you doing?
You cut it out.
Yeah.
No, you cut it out.
And imagine the goon she was with before him if she thinks that he speaks eloquently. You know what I mean?
Oh my God, dude.
Jesus, man. That's Wait,
could you pull up the lyrics?
What? I was just going to ask.
Oh,
we
we should see how close we can get, because I think I can still
fair.
nail them.
It's not fair to remind me.
Of the mess you left when you went away. It's not fair.
They're not like that damning.
No, that's pretty bad though, dude.
Of the cross-eyed bear that you gave to May.
And by the way, she knew he didn't know. Right?
Yeah.
It's perfect.
Wow.
He's like, I don't know if this is about me, but she's like, I got something you want to know, buddy.
That's deep.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's right there. I want
She's
you to know.
singing to all men. She's like, hey, guys, you don't even know.
I want you to know I'm happy for you. I wish nothing but the best for you both. Okay, so he moved on to someone. Was there a cheating situation? We don't know. An older version of me. Is she perverted like me? Okay, she's implicating herself as a pervert. I like it. Would she go down on you in a theater? Does she speak eloquently? Because she says she speaks eloquently. Would she have your baby? I'm sure she'd make is that sarcasm? I'm sure she'd make a really excellent mother. Could be. I think she's definitely.
Boy, I got chills reading the lyrics. The lyrics are really
the love
cool.
that you gave that we made wasn't able to make it enough for you to be open wide. No, and every time you speak her name, does she know how you told me you'd hold me until you died, but you're still alive?
That's
man.
I know. That's a gangster lyric.
Well, I mean, you sing it and you just sing it, but when you stop and read it like it's a letter to him or something,
it got me.
Chill.
This album took over.
Yeah, it was the thing. She was the Taylor Swift of that time. Like, you know
dude,
what I mean?
my dad is a dude who he's nuts. Like rides and Harleys. It was benching like 315 back then. That loved this album.
Yeah,
like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like this shit crossed over.
Yeah,
it
attached to the grunge thing. So I think it was like totally fine. Like, you know, it wasn't like, you know, just regular pop. So I think people kind of was like for everybody. You know, she had an edge to her. I mean, what are you gonna? Yeah. You know. So let's continue this because this is sad.
But
you seem.
I will stand by what I said as I read the lyrics. They're not that damning. It just sounds like somebody saying, you told me you'd love me forever. You broke up with me, and it shattered me. And this is me venting out the anger of that. But none of it's like you're a cheater, you're abusive. None of it's like that, you know.
But I still think that the way that she articulated this, it kind of implies how deep the wound was, though. Bad breakup, but she has a way with words. I'll tell you that much.
She also calls him Mr. Duplicity in the next.
See, she says it's a slap in the face how quickly I was replaced. she's not saying you cheated. She's saying like you moved on after me so quickly, and I'm hurt by it.
Well,
which is fair.
you seem
but it's not
well.
like I don't think it makes him sound like a bad guy.
No, but I think when somebody pours their heart out like this and you're like, huh? Like it kind of makes you just go with this person. You know what I mean? It's hard to go with the guy who's like, I didn't even know that was happening.
Yeah.
No,
Like,
I'm
you know?
saying even in going with her, my take would just be like, oh, she's very hurt and angry right now.
Right. It makes
But
you
I
feel
still-
bad for her, not hate him. is
No,
what you're
yeah,
saying.
exactly. That's exactly it. Exactly. I mean, compared to this day and age, where they'd be like, I got an audio tape of him saying I'd grab her hoo-ha.
Yeah, yeah.
Can you scroll
You
to
know?
the last thing?
She wrote a song about Mel Gibson
Go down,
or something.
down. Okay, right there. And I'm here to remind you. Okay, it's not fair to deny me of the cross I bear that you gave me. So he's denying her it. So he doesn't even know. Okay.
And also, she says in the beginning, it wasn't enough for you to be open wide, meaning like he just never really, like, I think he was just like, yeah, this is cool, like, whatever. Like, he didn't open up the way she was like.
The lyrics to this these days, like in this day and age, with the way shit goes, the lyrics would be like, remember what you said about the Jews? Remember when you said 12 wasn't too young? Like,
Yeah.
It would be so crazy. That
Like, you said that barista was,
I can't say it here, but it starts with a... This is like nothing,
I
man.
can't say the word that you do. Yeah.
Because the joke that you laid in the bed, that was me, and I'm not going to fade. Because what does that mean? Because the joke that you laid in the bed, that was me. I don't know. Is that how it goes?
In the bed, that was
Because the
me.
joke that you laid in the bed, that was me.
That was me. He made a joke out of her.
Okay.
He laid the joke. She's the joke.
And I'm not going to fade. As soon as you close your eyes and you know it, and every time I scratch my nails down someone else's back, I hope you feel it. Well, can you feel it? Wow.
It really feels to me like this was something like she was, and he kind of, she knew that he was just like, oh, it's cool. Like, yeah, whatever. Like, you know, like he kind of was just so like aloof about it. And that's what she's so hurt
Is
about.
it that lopsided that he could be that aloof? And she, the way he described her, sweet, talented, blah, 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 they had to have gotten to a certain level of that relationship for that to come out of her.
No. Here's what I'm thinking. You're thinking of her as Alanis Morissette at the time. He was Uncle Joey. She was just
great point.
She was just a chick who was in love with him.
Right, that played
so
the guitar.
he's, you know.
She was not
This
her
guy
yet.
was on the hottest, worst sitcom that was ever made.
yeah.
He's living large, and he's, by the way, he's hanging out with Stamos. You think he's not getting that Stamos fall off?
And this
Yeah,
is this is when
You know what I
being
mean?
famous.
Yeah.
This is when being famous meant something. Now
Yes.
everyone.
Yes, all good points. All
This is
excellent
when.
points.
This is
He
when
was at the forefront of that late 80s, early 90s fashion
Yeah.
as well. That late 80s
I
fashion.
mean, Saget-
He had the mullet. He had a shoulder padded jacket that
Saget-
was a nice teal.
Rest his soul.
Yeah.
Saget, God rest his soul. Saget was at a time pulling like 11s.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
these guys were killing it.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
You were famous on a sitcom, period.
Yeah.
You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Like,
Well,
so-
what year did this come out, this song? And then what year did Full House stop? Because,
If in the 80s, if you were on like a box of cereal, you
Yeah.
were getting
Yeah.
yes.
tense.
So different.
You know what I mean?
This song is, yeah, 95.
Okay, 95. And what year did Full House end?
Oh, my God. And that's a key word there, too, guys. Canadian. He's Canadian.
Right.
I bet as a stand-up, he was already huge in Canada.
Okay.
In fact, I think that's where they shot all those early Nickelodeon shows. So he was already big.
Okay.
He was already the man. Then he breaks through and he's like, now I'm famous in the States.
So she met.
That's big, man.
She met
Yeah,
him.
yeah.
What was it? What was his name in the show? Uncle Joey?
Uncle
No.
Joey.
Oh,
Yeah,
Joey.
Joey Gladstone.
So she met him prior to that because Full House ended in 95, and that's the year that that song came out. So she was like, she knew who Uncle Joey was when she met him.
Maybe. We don't know how long they dated for.
Well, I'm just saying though, this came out in 95. It's the
Right,
year
but
Full
she
House
could have
ended.
dated him since 84.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
We,
yeah.
we
But
have no idea.
she said when they were dating, he said when they were dating, she was writing this.
Yeah, but that could mean
Oh, wow.
Right,
It could have been
over 10, 12
93,
years
92.
sometimes.
But then how old was she?
Despite a sizable age gap, Alanis was born in 74. Dave was born in 59. The pair
2
dated for
years.
2 years.
Yeah, so she was what, 21? And how long was Full
it's
House
24,
on?
90, no,
7 years, 8
But
years.
she was 21 when that album came out?
Right?
Are you kidding me?
95?
Yeah, I thought she was like An
I
adult.
know. We all thaught she was 43 years old when that
Well, I mean,
album
she
came out.
was 21.
Nobody
She
knew
was
I
about
was
it.
now some
19 when
hairline.
that came out.
21.
I was 19 when that came out. I had no idea that she was like
That-
my
the-
age.
Women had a different breath about them back then.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I thought she was like a college professor or something.
I literally
Yeah.
thought she was like a 30-year-old. Like, I looked at her as like I didn't think that she was literally my equal. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
No.
wow.
No.
Maybe it's because she was also dated him. I thought. I don't know.
Dude, those early Tori Amos records. She's probably like 19 when she put
No
those
way.
things out.
In the arms of an
And they
angel.
sound they were written by like a 67-year-old woman who's
That's true.
traveled galaxies. Like it's insane the depth of these people.
Wow.
You know, like
And then honestly, I don't know if he did anything. Dave did anything like of equal measure after that. And then she skyrocketed.
it would be great if he was like in my well, you know, I shot back. Turkey TV was based on Aladdin.
When I got Turkey TV, that's when I knew our goose was cooked.
All right, we should get to the battle, man. We're running out of some time.
I know we're
here.
like dishing.
Yeah. All right, guys. The battle today is wow. We got a good one, man. Rob, I'm so sorry. I almost called you AJ. I'm really sorry.
happens.
And I'm not
It's
being
all
funny.
good.
I'm
No,
not being
no,
funny. I
no.
literally just almost called you AJ.
Dude, it happens all the time.
Rob said he really came in strong with. He loves Shake Shack. We were hesitant, but then you Googled. You found out Shake Shack is absolutely international. We didn't know. God, there was 2 of them like 5 years ago.
It was a shack.
Anyway, so Rob is going to take Shake Shack.
Explain it.
I obviously said, let's put McDonald's against it. Sal said, enough already with the McDonald's.
Well, you need something. You need an adversary to go up them. We have like Five Guys here, but I don't know if Five Guys is. I think they're the biggest
Yeah.
fast casual.
But I said happily, I said, I'll take Burger King.
Yeah, which is nice because it's the same thing but different, right?
Yeah.
Like they're elevated. Burger King is an old school staple. They're a new school staple. I like it. They both serve the same products essentially.
Yeah, and I still pledge my loyalty to McDonald's, but I absolutely love Burger King.
Yeah.
Burger King, like I said in the other room, I'll break a diet over Burger King cravings sometimes.
Okay.
I love Burger King.
Do you remember back in the day when Burger King, like this is a long time ago, but when they had the 2 little burgers that were attached? Mm-hmm. Do you remember that?
Oh my
Yeah.
God!
And I
you
don't
remember that,
what they were
bro?
called. They
Oh
were
my
awesome.
God! I haven't thought of that since it was.
Since we just brought this up, I was like, oh my
You
God.
bought 2 and you broke them. Is that what it was?
Yeah, I think. Can you Google that by any
Holy-
chance?
Dude, just unlocked.
Yeah, that's how I felt.
At the same time, roughly the same time, is when
Alanis
KFC
was sucking on Dave.
KFC was doing Chicken Littles. Do you remember when KFC was doing Chicken
Yes,
Littles? And it was
yes.
the little soft, like almost potato bun with the chicken patty
Yeah.
and the
Oh,
mayo.
yeah,
They
yeah.
were so good.
This was a genius marketing move. Maybe I don't know. I forgot about it, but I
connected
remember as a
Whopper.
kid, like
Yeah, that was a long time ago.
Right?
That was like more than 25 years ago. It might have
We
been
gotta watch
30
this whole
years
way?
ago.
We will know. Wait a minute.
No, I don't think this is it.
Is that Moses Storm?
Just Google like attached mini burgers Burger King.
Or Burger King mini burgers? Oh, duh. Sliders.
no, but that's not what it was.
No,
right?
this is what it is.
No, it was like 2.
Yeah.
I think you could get a 2-pack or a 4-pack or a 6-pack.
Can you go up back and
was
just go
this
to
them?
images?
Was this like shots fired at White Castle? Is that what it was?
Absolutely. Burger King, I got to tell you, Burger King's real low down with that, man. They took the
yeah, there we
Yeah.
go.
Yeah. You know
Sexy.
what's funny too is like all they did was like not break the buttons come like that in the package,
Right.
And
They were like, people
let's
like
just-
this, we're
let's-
just being
like,
lazy.
Yeah,
Genius.
lazy.
Yeah, yeah.
You're right.
Yeah.
They're like, we'll take one step out of the equation.
Yeah.
And if you look at it, it's absurd.
It's genius.
But it's a
marketing.
way to feel like you're buying one burger that has different elements to it. Instead, because if there was like, like if they were separated, you're like, I'm not 2 burgers. I got to buy 2 burgers.
They stole.
Yeah.
So they stole. Burger King also stole the Big King, the Big Mac, and they called it the Big King.
Right.
But that was shots fired at McDonald's because McDonald's stole the Whopper. McDonald's pulled the ballsiest, as I'm about to defend Burger King, McDonald's pulled the ballsiest move in all of fast food.
I love when you say sentences like that, man. It's unbelievable. We have no authority, but yeah.
No, do you remember when they did the McDLT?
I just want that to be true. Say it. Tell me it's true.
It is
I want
true.
a fact to be McDonald's. You know McDonald's was
ready?
the
Do
bulliest.
you remember when they did the McDLT?
McDLT?
McDonald's did the McDLT.
Okay.
And it was a Whopper. It was all the Whopper ingredients, right? And Burger King had already there's the package for it, the two sides, right? Burger King.
Oh, you combine the sides, right?
Burger King had already firmly established the Whopper. McDonald's comes out and they go, "Who wants the cold stuff all wrapped in with the hot stuff? That's disgusting. We're gonna make it where it's separate, and then you put it
a genius
together."
idea, actually.
You
though.
put it together yourself. They literally just stole their burger and go,
Oh,
"Oh, look,
wow.
we made it better."
Was there?
It was such a balls out move. You had to admire it. You had to admire it.
Yeah, I guess you can't like patent.
No, it's lettuce and tomato on a cheeseburger. Yeah.
Oh my God! What is that real? That's real. That's fake. That's fake. Pimp?
No,
That's
that was real, I think.
That's so
No,
disgusting.
that's insane.
That's like a welfare brick.
Yeah, you can't. Right,
That's
you can't.
crazy.
First, okay, so we're looking at what is called the Burger King, the real cheeseburger, and Burger King had this when it was 20 slices of cheese and no meat.
This article came out in 2023, but this didn't just come out in. Oh, you know what this is? This is an answer to In-N-Out's grilled cheese, where they just put a bunch of cheese on the bun.
But 20 slices?
20
That's
slices.
literally like.
That's not good.
I mean, the saturated. I mean, it's literally like.
Sure, but I'm saying that's what they're trying to do is an answer. Burger King will take your shit.
Look at it.
And just
Look at it.
That's
I mean, you
so
can't even
gross,
melt the
man.
cheese all the way because you have to
Give
be
me
able
a
to
bag
bite
of
it.
Tostitos with that, and now we're,
Oh,
you know.
man.
I wonder. I don't
Dude,
know.
I
It
would
might be
love.
good.
I would like to eat it, but like not be affected by it and never have like to see what it's like. I
The
mean,
after- you
I
don't
do
want the
like
aftermath.
cheese. Yeah,
Oh, and it was in
yeah.
Thailand. It was in Thailand. It said.
that's just. It's. We're in a different day and age now too, right? But like,
oh no. Well, unless this kid's in
you
Thailand.
gotta remember though.
It just looks like a thick grilled cheese. It doesn't look that bad. He looks sick from it. Look at him. He's almost puking.
So that got through a boardroom of people. Like it got through.
But it's because
it got through the
In-N-Out was
marketing
already
company
doing
they
it.
hired. It got through all the top brass at Burger King. Someone said yes. Put 20 slices of American cheese.
But In-N-Out was already doing it.
They weren't putting 20 though, were they?
I've never had it at
A
In-N-Out,
grilled
but I've
cheese-
seen the grilled cheese at In-N-Out, and I was like, that's gross. That's just cheese slices on a hamburger bun. So Burger King just said, hey, they're doing that, so we'll do it, and we'll make it more extreme, and people will go for it because it's crazy. I don't think it's
20
that
is-
odd of an
that's-
idea.
I mean, 20 is disgusting. I do because I think 20 is disgusting.
it's
I
it's
get
insulting.
that, but I also think it's in the wheelhouse of fast food to pull a move like
But even
that.
if you say 10, like 10's outrageous.
10 is outrageous.
20 becomes
like when
not
you make a grilled
edible.
cheese, it's like 3-4 slices of cheese.
Yeah,
when
you
make
go
a grilled
four
cheese.
is like, you know.
I'll tell you what
That's a lot.
I'll tell
Yeah,
you what the 20
good.
is. The 20, in my opinion, the 20 is so it looks substantial. And they said, how many do we need to make it look like they're actually getting something for their money? And they
Right.
said 20. And they go, great. Then we're going to market it like, isn't this bat shit that we're doing?
But look at
20
that.
slices?
But there's a difference between substantial and absurd and gross looking.
Well, he ordered it raw, too, clearly. He did not have that melted.
They also made it into like Jewish stars.
It's,
Did you see that?
They
Yes.
had a little
Little
That's
Star
a
of
dog
David.
whistle.
little flair.
That's a dog
Wow.
whistle. All right, so wait a minute. So, Rob, we're going to sidetrack too much here on Burger King's atrocities. What is it that you love about Shake Shack? Opening arguments go to you, please.
Listen, I just think when you talk about Shake Shack and you compare it to other places, it's the difference between going to a restaurant or not. Like, if I'm going to Burger King, I don't feel like I'm going to a restaurant. I feel like I'm going to a gas station, like somewhere that belongs in a gas
And you
station.
feel that you're
Well,
fine
actually, the
dining
gas
at it.
station closest to my house has a Burger King in it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You feel that
We're
you're
like,
fine dining at a Shake Shack.
not fine dining.
Few restaurants have the word shack in the title.
Yeah.
Or shake.
Well, that's just because it started in as a push cart.
Can you not make the joke literal, please? Can we just have...
I don't think I don't.
Continue. I'll poke holes anywhere I want. I'm Switzerland.
I don't. When you leave Shake Shack, your clothes aren't smelling like Shake Shack. Like you leave Burger King, someone could be like, Like you just at Burger King, you know what I mean? You kind of bring it with you.
There is a Musk at Burger King, but it's one of the things I like about Burger King. I like
The
that
BK
Burger
Musk,
King,
you like it?
I like that every fast food place, they all have it. McDonald's smells like their fries.
Yeah.
Burger King has the flame broil smell.
White Castle has a smell.
Yeah, every Pizza Hut smells like Pizza Hut. Like
Yeah.
I don't mind that.
But Shake Shack doesn't have a smell because it's kind of real food.
So-
It's real food.
So this is where you're gonna have a hard time here because Shake Shack is real
King's
food
for the homeless. So get Chris DiStefano, get Chris Pig in here for when he pretends to be homeless on the subway. Give him a Whopper. Go
So
ahead.
the thing you're gonna need nostalgia and value and convenience to come into play here in order to beat, because if you put them head to head as far as food quality, there's no one making the argument that Burger King's going to be a better burger or have. I think they do fresh cut fries.
Yeah.
Also, don't even get me started on the actual shake menu, which is really nice. You know, I rarely have a shake, but they have like 5-6 flavors, and a shake and a burger is quintessential.
I would listen.
Throw onion rings at me too. You got those.
Burger King's got onion rings. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
We don't have.
I
They
think
don't have
Shack
Shake Shack.
has onion rings.
I don't know, but the onion rings at Burger King are fucking great.
I will say this
Great.
about Shake
They're
Shack.
they're just breadcrumbs.
Yeah, yeah. It's just
fried
straight up
breadcrumbs.
breadcrumb rings. Yeah.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah, they
Sometimes
get
you
the
bite
onion
them and there's no onion.
Yeah, I know.
Most of the time,
Yeah.
you're
Take
shocked
the
when you
onion
find
out of the
onion.
onion ring.
Yeah.
But I will say this. Listen, here's my thing with Shake Shack. And it is good. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying it's not good. But my problem with Shake Shack is this. They believe, excuse me, first of all, I always say the same thing when it comes to burger or fast food. I don't want it to taste like I could make it at home. I want it to have a little element of like, man, this is weird. Like, I don't know what they do, but it's weird.
It's got its own thing going on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's the first part. The second part
Burger
is
King has that for sure.
if you get bad Shake Shack, which does happen and has happened to me.
Really?
Because there's enough of them now that quality control is not what it was when there was only one in Madison Square Park.
Right.
There are a lot of Shake Shacks now. Getting bad Shake Shack is quite possible. Getting bad Burger King.
I don't know about that.
Hold on. Getting bad Burger King is also quite possible. Here's what sucks about I can live with bad Burger King. You get bad Shake
Your
Shack.
expectations are here.
Yeah, but and you go, what did I spend? $8?
Right.
Shake Shack, you get a bad meal. You go, I just spent $23 and this sucked.
But give me an example of a time you got a bad Shake Shack meal.
What
was bad about it?
I will give you a couple times. They've all been the same thing. Every time I've gotten it DoorDash to me, it's been bad. It's not good. It's just not good.
It doesn't travel well.
It's not that it doesn't travel well. It's just By the way,
But
since
you-
they've
I don't know if
expanded,
you
the
can-
portions are going down. It's just you get it delivered. You go, this sucks.
But
This is
can-
like I could have made a better version of this myself.
But can you make your argument based on delivery if it travels well? Like that seems
It's not
to be.
it's not about travels well. I'm just saying when I've had it delivered. I'm not saying it shows up and it's like soggy or it sucks. I'm saying I'm just like this just isn't great. Like it wasn't
It's something
made. It wasn't put together right. And the reason I'm putting the emphasis on delivery is because I think there's too many Shake Shacks now. OG Burger King would be an easy win, but somewhere it all went wrong. So Shake Shack. Look,
That's a comment
That's
from Anthony
Bourdain.
Bowens. No, to be honest, I swear to God, I thought that's what it said at first. Not that it was him or if it was an old tweet. I don't know. But it's Anthony Bowens, our good friend who was just on the pods a couple weeks ago. Thank you for weighing in.
Anthony AEW. Anthony.
Of course, yes,
I didn't
sir.
realize that was. I'm completely banked.
Yeah.
Right, Anthony, you mother. Because he went against me too. What did we battle? I forget.
You battled Denny's versus Waffle House.
That's right.
Ooh,
Anthony
what won
Bowens,
that? That's tough.
Denny's won. of
Waffle
course.
House won.
No. Denny's won.
No, we're starting it again right
Denny's
now.
won.
Apparently.
No, Waffle House won, bro.
No, it did not.
Yes, it did.
It absolutely did not.
It did.
Oh wait, it did.
You see what I put up with, Rob? It absolutely did not.
This
He
is why
speaks in
Alanis
absolutes.
Morissette hates men.
Yeah, exactly.
Right here.
Yeah, you know
Because
what?
we
You
just
wanna
rewrite
know.
history.
This is what I literally get this at least once an episode
All
where he
right,
makes
all right.
he makes an absolute and he's
You can say dumb. You were going to say dumb. You
No,
can
I
say
didn't say
dumb. No, you
I
almost
was
said
going to
it.
say you make a declaration.
You should make a what do you call it? Like a collage of like all the times he's like it absolutely bombed, and you just show 52%.
I mean, Shake Shack is kind of sweeping up in the comments.
It's just better food. Like I think if you go, I think And especially, I think it's better food for someone who, like, if you're eating food if you're eating food like this all the time, like, I think sometimes they have those videos where, like, they take someone from somewhere that's, like, never had fast food.
Yeah.
And you give them stuff. Where, like, for people who have been eating it their whole lives, I think when you have something like Shake Shack, it's refreshingly good. Like, where you're like, wow, this is...
Because also the explosion of those fast casual burger joints, like the Five Guys, like the Gordon Ramsay, like all those things, that's later on. They didn't have that when we were younger.
Right.
You know what I mean?
But I would say, but here's the thing, man. Here's the thing. Let's get down to the basics of this argument, the core of this argument. Burger King has cemented itself in the annals of burger history. The Whopper, period. The Whopper, period.
Yeah, no, I think you're right
That
there.
is second only to the Big Mac. Not even Wendy's. Even Wendy's could come up with a burger. Baconator, they came kind of close. But something that actually holds a title belt in the burger fights. Shake Shack will never, in a million years, have one thing where somebody goes, you go to Shake Shack for this.
Well, that's because
Shake Shack is serviceable across the board. But you don't go, I got to go to Shake Shack for this one thing. I go, dude, I got to break my diet to get a Whopper right now because it's a Whopper. It tastes like a Whopper. I need a Whopper.
It's an addiction.
Yeah.
It's like a drug.
Well, that's true, and that's
Yeah.
because there's no other taste like that.
Yeah.
And
No, you're right
you
about
start to
that.
crave the taste, not necessarily the burger per se, the taste of the burger. That sounds weird, but I'm splitting hairs, but you know what you mean. When you're biting into that, you're not getting that taste anywhere else, which is what you said. But I will say this. I didn't think I was going to say Shake Shack doesn't market that way, right? I from what I recall, it was a cheeseburger, double cheeseburger.
Bullshit, they're trying to. Look,
but
they're
he
trying.
I know.
I'm
He
sorry.
pulled it up, and I was like, "Oh, wow, they are pushing." So you got here
ShackBurger, spicy Shackmeister.
with everyone's
That's
doing
a
Angus
mistake.
now. Angus avocado bacon. Okay, but that's not really the Schroomburger. Look at
the
that.
pathetic Look at that hamburger. You're telling me that looks like pimp. Hold on. Stay right there on hamburger and pull up a picture of just the regular Burger King hamburger, not the Whopper.
They even have a grilled cheese.
Just the hamburger. That's the cheeseburger at Burger King. Look at the cheeseburger at Shake Shack.
Yeah, but hold on.
Hold
Look
on a
at
second.
that.
Hold on a
But
second.
now,
They're not
if
putting
we
on airs.
but now if we compared the photo to what you get in your hand,
Right.
I've eaten a lot of bacon. I've eaten a lot of cheeseburgers from Burger King. It tastes like that picture looks.
But why
No,
does-
but I'm saying it doesn't look like the picture looks.
No, it doesn't.
It looks
You
like
know
somebody
it.
took that and threw it at a windshield
Yeah.
and then put it back
It's
together
true,
and
you know
handed
that.
it to you.
They do all the tricks when they're photographing that. I think that Shake Shack is like, we don't need to. You've tasted our burger. We don't
You're
need to.
talking to a man
we don't
who's
need to put
fluffed
on airs.
salami up in a sandwich for a photo. I get it. I understand what
That's
it means.
great. Joe has a sandwich shop and social club / bar in the Lower East Side.
It's called Joey Rose's. Come, do you drink?
Oh, I don't for 10
No,
years.
sandwiches?
Come
I'm
on, you-
boring.
Do you eat sandwiches?
Depends what we're talking. I mean, am I breaking my thing? I try and be like super healthy guy. Like
You
know
seem
what I
very
mean?
healthy.
Yeah.
You
I'm
seem
like a-
svelte.
It's one of those things like when if you get sober and you want to like change your life, and then I couldn't be like sober and eating Burger King because then I'd want to kill my. You know what I mean? I'd want to fucking drink.
You guys are polar opposites. I mean, polar opposites.
You just want to drink and eat sandwiches. But
He's
listen,
like, I want to drink and eat sandwiches so bad, I'm going to make it my job.
right, and here's the thing: from the outside, we're complete opposites. On the inside, same guy probably because that's all I want to do. All I want to do is drink and eat fucking fast food and this. But I
See, I would think the treat of not. See, I still like to drink, so that's why I try to eat right now. Is because I'm like, you can't do both all the time. But I would think if you're not drinking, your treat is you can eat some junk here and there.
But
you
if
know?
I do eat junk, I want to eat junk that's like, I don't want to get into like all the shit, but like, non-GMO. Like I want to eat something, like I want to get
I'm
junk
with
from
you there.
Whole Foods.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that kind of thing where I'm like, when I wake up in the morning, I could still go to the gym.
Yeah.
Like, you
Oh,
know
I
what I
got
mean?
you,
Like if I
yeah.
eat Burger King tonight, I might be out for 3 days.
Yeah, no
Wow.
joke. That's gonna
Yeah.
sit there, and you're gonna be lethargic and all. But listen. If you walked in here right now, right?
Yep.
And I had on the table, burger fries, shake from Shake Shack or drink whatever, and burger fries from Burger King, and you got to pick whatever one you wanted. You wouldn't choose Shake Shack, and a head to head right there, like you.
Wait, you spoke so quickly toward the end. I didn't catch the tail end of that. Say that again. I was reading.
You heard
All right,
Burger
let's-
King
let's
and got
call it what it is.
excited.
Let's call it what it is.
Sorry,
There's a
sorry.
blatant disregard.
I was reading because I was okay. Go ahead.
But when you said you have to lean heavily on nostalgia, that's the thing. It's like the real question should be if you came in and had never had Burger King and you tried Shake Shack and tried Burger King, what do you think you'd say after? Because you don't have the, oh, this reminds me, I have all those good times.
I don't think
you
it's
need
a
the Burger
fair,
King stands to come close here.
I don't think it's a fair argument, and here's why. I think if you never had any fast food, and then you ate fast food for the first time as a grown adult, you would be like, wait, what? You know what I mean?
I don't know. I still think the Big Mac. I still think if you go get a Big Mac, even if it's the first time, you're like, holy shit, like this.
I love
is
a Big
really-
Mac, but who can tell? Because I've been eating it for
You're
30
right.
some years.
You're
like
right.
you know what I mean?
Actually, this is a good idea. Put them head to head, all of them. See, Five Guys is where I was going to tell you to go.
Five Guys is Five Guys is solid.
Actually, have you had Smash Burger?
Never.
It is really good.
Smash
Really?
Burger's good.
Yes, really good.
That's what I like. I
In-N-Out-
like a crispy, like.
Yeah,
In-N-Out can take a walk.
It's like one of those, like I mean, In-N-Out.
I think.
I think
In-N-Out's
their
fries suck.
Yeah,
They're the
that's
worst
what
fries.
I'm
They
saying.
taste stale. They're
They're-
terrible.
They're awful.
They're
terrible.
worse than Chick-fil-A's fries. I don't like
In-N-Out
those either.
has the only fry I would call almost inedible.
Why
I don't
don't
get
they do
fries
something
when I
about
go.
that? It seems
I
to be
don't
the popular
understand.
opinion.
They cut
They
them
just can't make
fresh
them
and they
crispy.
think it's good. It's terrible.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Terrible.
You think Carl's Jr. belongs in this bracket?
Carl's Jr. is great.
I get it because they kept all the fast food on the right and they kept the fast casuals. I'm sorry, on the left and fast casual. Well, then
Carl's
again,
Jr.
In-N-Out.
Carl's Jr. Big Buford, or is that Checkers? The Big Buford is Checkers.
I never heard of that.
Yeah, the Big Buford. It's the funniest name ever for a burger ever.
Oh, so they're going. Why does it say taste, price, atmosphere? Are they trying to?
Oh,
Well,
Yeah.
because all of these places do have their own vibes, which I will say with Shake Shack,
but
I
you-
don't care for. Burger King, there's a warmth. You go in there, it's inviting.
That's from the open flame. But is that because does it have a warmth because it reminds you of your younger?
No, there's just something
Here's the
comforting.
thing.
There's something
Dude.
about Shake Shack where you walk in, you feel like it's like
They
you're
don't have
not
seating,
really
right?
supposed to be there. There's going to be a line. They want you to get out
You
of the
can't
place.
just say words, bro.
I
You walk
strongly
into
disagree.
Shake Shack and feel I'm not supposed to be here.
If you
I have always felt like that at Shake Shack. I have never felt comfortable.
If you go up to somebody, if you think somebody who's never been to a Burger King and you bring them in and you go, "Do you feel the warmth?" I think you're getting a no.
Buddy, the slogan.
Yeah, now we're
the
getting into it.
The slogan they say when you walk to the register,
Oh, you're
where
a
you can
sucker.
have it your way.
You're a sucker for marketing, dude. They got you a hook, line, and sinker.
Yeah.
They let you know right
Oh,
off the
man.
bat, we're here for you. Shake Shack,
Holy
I've
shit.
never felt very welcome. Shake Shack feels like when you go to like Pat's Steaks or Gino Steaks in Philly, there's a line. It's like, move. Do you know what you want? Hurry up. It's New York. Don't waste anybody's
Soup
time.
Nazi, Soup
Yeah,
Nazi-ish.
it feels a little bit like that. It used to. Now there's a lot of
Propaganda's.
them.
I hope you're not on like TikTok because propaganda's got you. Bro.
Yeah.
They'll make you do anything.
No, they got right in his head.
Look at this.
What is this?
The illusion of free choice Burger King, Shake Shack, Joe Brace's, McDonald's. That's very funny.
Oh, that's so funny.
That's great.
You can drink at Shake Shack.
Yes, you can.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
I've had a date or two at Shake Shack.
Wow.
You didn't bring her to the warm,
Pimp, we
cozy
should-
place. You went to the place that you
Would
didn't feel
he
you
bring
belonged?
you
Well,
to
you
Shake
get-
Shack and a drink at the?
You gotta impress her. I gotta take her to the fancy restaurant.
Would
as
she
you call
go
it.
down on you in a Shake Shack?
We should see if we can make that a shirt. That'd be a good shirt.
That's fun. That's
Right?
fun. Yeah.
Oh,
That's my boy Jack. Jack always hits home runs.
Pimp, how we doing on time? All right, let's just
So you wanna
read a couple phones.
We go to
and
the
then-
phones. We call them the phones. We
Yeah.
go here. We read what people are saying.
Why dine in a shack when you can dine with a king? Metzley for the win! That is the winning tweet today.
Oh,
The
you've been
first
tweeting
one?
this out the whole
That's-
time?
Oh
that?
yeah, we tweet the poll.
Oh,
yeah.
I didn't know you were tweeting it out the whole
Yeah.
time.
So this is live. They're voting live.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
now that makes a lot of
So
sense.
we will know a winner based on them. You know.
Fantastic.
Yes, absolutely.
Oh,
Burger King is
wow.
terrible. That was straight and to the point. Couple syllables,
Yeah.
all I needed.
I'm seeing a lot of that. Like I don't even know Shake Shack, but I'll still vote for it because I hate Burger King. I'm seeing a lot of that.
Dude, if you're on a road trip trip and you see a Shake Shack, it's like, wow.
Thank God.
Like, it's like, oh, thank God. Yes.
Yes. It's not.
Thank
You're not
God.
going to the rest stop.
Thank God.
And getting like the burger that's under the heat lamp.
I'm not. No, I disagree. They make Burger King on the spot. I'm not mad at a Shake Shack, but I'm not as excited about it as you guys
All right, let's
are.
read some of these, okay? Shake Shack, easy. It's pretty new to Texas, but Burger King is trash. The cheese fries already beat BK by themselves. I truly believe no one genuinely likes Burger King. It's just McDonald's haters coping.
Yeah, and nostalgia. I think it's a lot of
Burger
nostalgia.
King is a sin. The Shack is overrated, but I will note they use crinkle-cut. Yes, they do. And their cheese fries are great. Burger King burgers are ridiculously large. That's a pro in my book. I agree with that. The weight of a Burger King meal in the bag. I've gotten Shake Shack. I'm not kidding. I have spent $30 at Shake Shack and walked out with multiple sandwiches and fries and felt like I was carrying
Scroll back
nothing.
down.
Yeah.
The other
That
way, the other
bothers
way.
me, man.
Yeah.
That bothers me.
Slowly. Up, no, the other way. Just slow the other way. Just slow the other way. Yeah. Just a little more, because there was something there. A little more. There it is. It's the Royal House of Burgers versus a greasy milkshake shack. All hail the king. I just wanted to give a little bit
All
of,
right, thank you.
back.
Got to be BK. Never heard of Shake Shack. Shake Shack's burgers are better, but their shakes are just average and overpriced. Voted BK for the overall menu. That's true too. BK's overall is a winner
I was unaware though of that Shake Shack menu. That was pretty ambitious.
because they franchised out now, and it's or at least chained out. I don't know if it's franchised or not, but it's too.
Is there a quality control problem at Shake Shack?
I absolutely think so. That's why I was saying when I get it delivered, I don't think it's because of delivery. I think it's because there's too many kitchens making it, and it's
so
not good
they
anymore.
fell off a little. They lost a step.
Yeah, and you see what they're doing. They're trying now to step into the fun fast food game,
Yeah.
and with those prices, you ain't doing it. Shaq, I got
Definitely
news for
don't
you.
want
That's funny.
Burger King foot lettuce.
How about that? It's ironic that walking into a Burger King feels like you're walking into a Shack.
That's very funny.
That's a good one.
Very
All right,
true.
one more, and then let's go to the vote.
Gordon Ramsay, what? This is like comparing actual human feces to a Gordon Ramsay handmade meal. Shake Shack every single time.
That's pretty good. All right, let's go to the vote.
So, humble pie segment
Rob,
here right now.
please do your plugs. And the way this works is you do your plugs. We click and see who votes. Whoever wins says to the loser, "I still love you." You say, "I love you" back. So, but plug whatever you want.
Yeah, I do a podcast with Jamie Lynn Sigler, who played my sister on Sopranos. It's called Not Today, Pal. We do it with YMH. Yeah, that's really,
that's Segura's Network. If you guys don't know,
Tom
Your Mom's
Segura,
House.
Christina
And we'll come
P.
on your show when we're down.
Please.
Love to.
Yeah, when
Yeah.
we're down in Austin.
And you know what's funny? When we were first talking about doing the show, and they're like, well, what do you want to do the show about? And I'm like, I don't want to pigeonhole myself into talking about one thing, but if it was one thing, it'd be food. Like,
Right.
I could just fucking talk about food all day.
Dude, you were a great guest, man.
Yeah.
Thanks, man.
You're
It's
great
just-
guest.
Sometimes when people come in cold and don't even know the show, we don't know if they'll be able to like really grasp like what we're going for here. But spot on.
My best friend's girlfriend always used to be like, tell Rob I said hi. And she'd be like, how do you always know it's in? Because you guys talk about food for 3 hours on the phone. Like, we'll just be on the phone and talk about, and it's like, you guys order the same thing every night.
Right
Like, we
on.
order
So
from the same fucking
then come
place.
back. You got to come back too.
Oh, yeah,
Come
man,
back.
thank you.
All right,
Yeah.
time.
Pimp is going Shake Shack here. We got 4,200 votes. Oh, wow. Very close, actually. Shake Shack takes the W. Very nice. So our guest wins. 54.6% to Burger King's 45.4%.
Country's
That's a
going down
close.
the toilet.
That's a close match, actually.
4,200
good.
people on a Tuesday afternoon. Shout out to work from home. I just want to say.
That
is close,
Yeah, that
but-
is, and we only put this up like 40 minutes ago.
I thought Burger King would take it.
I really, if you would have told me before this, I really wouldn't be able to. Sometimes I'm like, definitely this one, but because they're so different, and because Burger King is around so much longer and has so much more of like people who have probably tried it, but Shake Shack, man,
Burger King's done so much more for this country. Shout out to the Sneak King Xbox video game that they made.
Oh, the crown. You didn't
yeah.
even bring up the crown.
yeah,
Oh yeah,
They
the
used to
crown.
give the
Well,
fucking
because
crown.
We were kind of knocking the nostalgia aside, and I was trying to not go back in the day too much. I was trying to stick to like what's happening now. Anyway, good win, dude.
No,
Thank you.
You have to say
I still,
no. He says it to
Oh,
me.
okay. I thought you said good win. Okay.
Yeah,
I
no,
thought
I
you
was saying
changed it.
good win. Yeah.
I still love you.
I still love you too.
Taste buds. They coming to the mic, talking about the food they hate, talking about the food they like. Two fools gonna fight, but only one food can be right. Taste buds, man, yeah, they coming to the